And it's 6 points for Howard.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Reddick dishes to Hawes. Here's Paul. No good. Good D by Johnson.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
They get it again. Howard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
There's no doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Rockets shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Johnson goes in, shoots. That's good on the jump shot. Johnson's got 6.
We've seen this offense step back behind the three-point line a little bit more this quarter.
For better or worse, that is, and it looks like the latter. Those threes not really falling as of yet.
And the wide-open shot from Paul. Here's Jordan. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Jordan's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. 9 points for Johnson.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Reddick passes to Paul. Here's the screen. Again, the Clippers.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Johnson against Paul. Steps back and shoots. Johnson's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Reddick kicks to Paul. It's stolen by Johnson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Johnson against Paul. Johnson kicks to Howard. Off the
wow. What a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Leaps for it and taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That's good from Ariza on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Now here's Reddick. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Good on the shot.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Johnson outside. Ariza outside. And Harden wide open. He shoots. They get it back. Johnson wide open. He fires. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles.
Good work.
Griffin's check in for Hawes. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. We ran the fast break real well, no doubt about that. Keep hitting them with those counter punches. Don't allow their D to get set. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
Here we go now. Welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
Well, he's seeing the court so well tonight. He's made some phenomenal passes here in the game so far in that first half.
You know, some folks say he's not a playmaker, but he's dispelling all of that nonsense.
CP3 at point with Redick there in the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Poke loose, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. In second, the Rockets. Fourth, the Clippers.
Boy, you can't turn back the clock, Kevin, but either of these teams would be happy to relive last year in terms of their effectiveness at taking the ball away from other teams. I mean, they were amongst the league leaders in pilfering from the opponent.
It's Harden with the drive. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose and taken away by Paul. Now the Clippers moving it up. Paul with the ball, and that one's good. Barnes.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
On the wing, Johnson, defended by Paul. Here's Jones, and Griffin sends it back. Paul against Ariza. Griffin dishes to Barnes. Griffin inside. He has 6. Barnes can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 5. Harden kicks to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Paul kicks to Redick. Pass to Griffin. Shoots from the baseline. Rejected by Jones. Johnson outside. Jones sets the pick for Johnson. Back to Jones. He kicks it to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Ariza no luck. Clippers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Redick passes to Paul. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, what a clever pass that time by Chris Paul.
Spencer Hawes checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. First in rebounding, first in blocks, and they were also #1 in opponent field goal percentage or field goal defense. Outstanding work. They're aggressive and tenacious at the defensive end.
But when you think about this club, the first thing that comes to mind is their ability to rebound the ball. Best in the league, so physical. They just pounded the glass, and that's how they tried to win games, just by being more physical than their opponents.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Johnson. With the shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Brewer pushes to Johnson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter. Caspi, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rivers checked in for J.J. Redick. And a change for the Rockets. Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. And they double up Paul. Dishes it to Caspi. Banked in off the glass. Caspi's got his first 2 points.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Johnson outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Johnson. He has 17 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
Clippers trail by 6. Al Paul. He's got 12. Griffin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Jason Terry is checked in for Paul. Rockets leading by 4. Johnson kicks to Howard. Howard down with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Terry off the drive. That is good. 12 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Howard with this screen on Terry. Johnson in the corner. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. And you look at Johnson. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
Well, for him, it was one of the best years he could have behind the 3-point line. A dream year behind the arc for this guy. He was the #1 3-point shooter in the league.
Clippers trail by 4. Terry the pass to Hawes. Rivers with it. Johnson with the block.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
And there's the feed to Howard. Johnson dishes to Howard. Hawes with the rebound. Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. A free throw drops for Rivers. And the Rockets making a change here. At the line for 2. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Johnson outside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Spencer Hawes. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Johnson. So both teams changing it up here. And Johnson drops them both. 8 seconds left in the third. And it's Terry off the drive.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
I'm glad they're going to the replay on that one. I mean, make sure it's the right call, even if it's a play that might not end up being a big factor.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it was a very limited system when it was introduced, but the league continues.